I wanted to know where my camera is. Hello, my tinglings. I've just been writing out a little list, which is the plan for my Tingledom Tuesdays. So I was thinking, I'm just here in bed, really chilling out here. So I thought maybe it would be fun to see if anybody is around. I know it's the middle of the night for a lot of people, but so I usually don't actually do a lot of live streams is because when it's a good time for me, usually everybody else is asleep. But I thought it might be fun to just, yeah, I don't know, do this. Because I've been trying to kind of get a bit more of a concerted direction with what I'm doing. And I just had 2 people come and then leave. So anyway, so I wanted to know if anybody had some input on what they might like to see for Tingledom Tuesdays. Because I've been making a little list and I have a lot of ideas, but I'd be keen to see if anybody else has other ideas for what they think Tingledom should have, or what we should do in Tingledom, or anything like that. So let me know if you have any ideas. I apologize if there's any background noise. I am just impromptu doing this. But yeah, so I watched this video from ASMRvelous today, which was interesting. Hello, Leanne. Lovely to see you. Do let me know if you have any ideas for what would be good to do in Tingledom. That's what I'm really looking for, is any ideas that people have for things that they would like to do in Tingledom. Like, well, here I just made a whole list, but like obviously we've done catering, and I'd like to do more catering in Tingledom. I was thinking I might do a video that's kind of like books, but they would be kind of Tingledom type books, so they might be a bit different than other books. And I was thinking for that, it could be kind of like those little pamphlets that you would get when you were a kid, and you fill them out and everything like that. So that's something I was thinking about. I was thinking it'd be fun to do like a little letter writing video where we're writing a letter to the Queen Flyby. But anyway, I want to try and like get a quill and I don't know, something like that, because I thought that would be fun to do some writing. I don't know what we would write, but I'm sure I could come up with something. Anyway, so this video I was watching from ASMRvelous was really cool. She had all these boxes, and then she was doing sorry, I just thought that maybe my love was coming upstairs because I didn't tell him I was going to stream. So he may come in at some point. But she had this video where she she had these boxes and she would open them, and then it was just like, oh yeah, there's these tingles inside. And there's red tingles, and anyway. So my idea wasn't really to do that exact thing, but it more so made me think about that maybe. Did I just draw on my shirt? Okay, let's close this bit. Was that it maybe instead of doing like only if I can actually get the objects themselves, but I could rather than, I mean, because like I did, like I did the collaboration with ASMR Help Desk, and in that one I did a Ferrari sales, and I was, we showed off, but I did it on a video game. But I was thinking something kind of like that, where it's something I don't actually own, but I'm selling it to you, but I was thinking I could do it like that, but it would be, what's the way to say it? That it would be, it would kind of be imaginary. So I would say, oh, look at this lovely, beautiful necklace we have here. This is, the necklace from the movie The Titanic. It cost over $60 million. And you can see this beautiful blue stone that forms the middle. And basically act like here is the real thing, right in front of us. And here we are. And this is, the most amazing thing. But that, you can't actually see it. But that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, okay. Because I kind of got like a bit hung up in having actual things in my videos or images or that sort of thing, but I'm like, I think it would actually be a cool thing to use a little imagination there so that we could, look at these things that are amazing and really expensive and such nice items that, kind of you would never even be able to imagine having in front of you. But then we could just, do it in a really imaginative way. So, anyway, that was something I was thinking about, which could be Tingledom related or not. But yeah. Anyway, I live in Australia. Costjack. I don't know if that's how you say, Costjack. I live in Australia. I am Australian American dual citizen. I was born in America, US of A. But yeah. So, does anybody have ideas for what you would like to see? Where's the camera here? Now I can actually look at it. For Tingledom, anything? So we've done our edible candles, which I want to do a follow-up for that. I know we did the planning for the emotional massage. I am actually planning to do that massage as a video as well. I actually have the notes that I took for that here. So I am going to do that. Maybe watercoloring with a wick candle. Do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. And that's very late. Why you should be asleep, or maybe that's why you're here to hopefully fall asleep. I don't know if this is gonna be. I mean, I'm staying soft-spoken, but I'm not. I have no guarantees about anything. Really, that sounds interesting. I'll have to check that out. What type of video, like what ASMR did they do? Is it just like triggers or? what kind of ASMR did they do? Because I've watched it, well, when I used to go on the trending tab a little bit, you see a lot of Jimmy Fallon thing on there, and they're usually just kind of funny, not really ASMR-ish. That's like, well, I'm sure we've seen like the celebrities trying ASMR, which is interesting, but for me, it's not like the type I really like. Well, I really like role plays, is what I like. I'm like, if you're gonna have an actor, I'm like, instead of having them do something else, I'm like, play a role where you're supposed to be giving me ASMR. But anyway, that's not usually what they do. But that's what I would want if they were doing that. So it's interesting. I'll have to check it out. I don't know if we lost, what was his name? Kostjak? I don't know if we lost Kostjak because I didn't understand exactly what that suggestion meant about watercolor and a wick. I mean, I know what a wick candle is, but I don't know what that has to do with watercoloring. I was thinking about doing, like, could do a dressmaker. Oh, I guess I could do, I'm always so female based. We could do a suit as well. Put that dressmaker slash tailor suit. Actually, a suit maker would be really nice. They do that because we could do fun fabrics. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna put that. I think we'll do that one soon. I'm gonna make a list of mine. That's my food videos. Maybe we'll put it over here. Oracle. Alcohol specialty. What does that even mean? Rustic cabin. I did. Art sales. A float tank. Has anybody ever done a float tank? I love float tanks. I did it when I went there. I bought like a little pass to go 3 times. So I went 3 times. I haven't gone back since, but I really want to go again. It's just expensive. I was thinking it'd be really cool to do a video at the float tank. Well, I was thinking I wanted to do like, so I'd want to do 2 things. So do a video of me kind of pre and post float tank so you can kind of see the impact, because I look so chilled out when I come out of them. But the other thing I thought would be cool is to do kind of a role play video, and I'm like, telling you about that. So if I could actually do a video there. So I have been thinking about that if I go back. But that would be cool, but I would have to ask them pay more for a longer session to include 30 minutes of recording or whatever there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'd probably need an extra hour, really. But yeah. What was I writing down? Oh, a suit maker. Oh, we could choose ties, even though I don't have any ties. I might have a tie. Yeah, so I want to try and do, this is the other thing, so I don't know if anybody's seen my edible candle video, which came out, I think, just on Tuesday. and it was talking about these magical candles where you can get some of the flavor of the, yeah, that's what a float tank is. It's, yeah, like a sensory deprivation tank as well. So they're kept at, hello Rivali, also hello Stephanie, I'm answering your question. But yeah, so it's kept at like at human temperature level, so you can't really feel that you're actually in it. And they have like 1,500 pounds of salt or something in that. Like it's really, really salty, so that you will float in there. And yeah, no, it's really, yeah, it's a quite interesting experience. That's actually, it was after doing float tanks that I actually decided to go back to university to study conservation, which, did I talk about that? I don't remember if I talked about it in my uni studies. That would actually make a good video, because somebody was talking about rambles, and I was like, what should I do for rambles? Yes, you should do it. Definitely do it. It's so good. There's so much not. Oh, put on this paper. Oh, I have paper there. Yes. Oh, this is rambles. Okay. The story of moving to Australia was something that somebody wanted me to talk about, which I've talked about some of the differences, and I've talked about my love, but I haven't talked about, like, yeah, directly like that, which will be a different slant. But choosing conservation with float tanks. Okay, cool. Somebody say something? Oh, I said hello to Rivali. Okay, good. And yes, Stephanie, do a float tank. It's definitely worth it. You should do it. It's so good. And maybe even more if I did a video on it, you'd be really convinced. Because you'll see how chilled out. That's all. I just, like, it's so, it's like, it's visible. It is visible. I was actually thinking about doing, well, I am going to still do more Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Yeah, Stephanie, you definitely need a break, so you deserve it. But yeah, Rivali, now I get your name. Rivali's Gale. I am going to do some more Breath of the Wild videos. I probably, well, I don't know if I've done one in like a year. But anyway, it's been a long time, I know, but I am still planning on doing a couple more armor sets. It's partially been, because I record those on the TV, it's a little bit more difficult because then I'm kind of taking the whole room up here rather than, I usually record just in my, well, in my studio, but it's a walk-in closet, so my love can still be up here in the bedroom and I'm not having to kick him out if I'm using it. Whereas if I'm using the TV, then I kind of have to kick him out. So I don't like to do that as much. So that's kind of why I haven't done as many on that. Like the only one I've done lately has been the Enyo products video. And that one, there was still like loud sounds happening when I did that. But anyway. Yeah, so I was thinking it'd be fun to, for Tingledom, bring you back around to my topic at hand. And what I want to pick all of you for your brains about is if you guys have ideas on what you would like to see in Tingledom, or if you have any creative ideas for something I haven't thought of, that would be cool at Tingledom. So I was thinking it would be cool to have a place, so there'd be like a float tank, so that's kind of why I brought that up, but I was thinking it'd be cool to have a hotel where you actually end up sleeping in the float tank. So it's like, it's nice to spend an hour in a float tank, but imagine having a whole night in a float tank. That would be good. And it would be doubly cool if on like the ceiling of the tank you had like stars, so it looked like stars. It was, could be magical, it doesn't really matter. It's Tingledom after all. The rules don't apply. And so you can feel like this kind of weightless off in space, sleeping under the stars. I don't know. It sounds like a really cool idea. Okay, you're selling me on this, even though I'm not selling myself. Float tank. Oh, maybe it could be like a different. Probably most of them would be blank because it's mainly your imagination is what goes with it. But we could have float tank, hotel with star. Good. I'm glad you think so. Suit maker, float tank hotel. That sounds good. And then I do at some point want to kind of flesh out the Tingledom maps with, what should I say? So we have Tingledom proper. So kind of a more zoomed in map so that you can, tell where different locations are, where Tingledom Inn is. Oh, so there's no either or here. We can, we got video, we got Tingledom Tuesday every Tuesday, so we got lots of options here. I actually don't usually. For the suit maker, I wasn't actually thinking about making a suit. It would be more planning. If you ever saw my wedding planner, wedding dress commission video, it would kind of be more like that, where we're kind of drawing out the suit, maybe measuring as well, because you have to take measurements to get a suit to fit you properly, so of course we do that. But more so choosing, okay, do we want, like this? Do we want a vest underneath? That sort of thing. So, okay, cool. I do actually, speaking of that though, I've actually got, let's see, I'll sit up here. Oh, okay, I have to show you guys my map. Because this map, my love got for me, you can't see Hawaii. Hawaii's right here. It's all covered with shadow. Stop being covered with shadow. There's Hawaii. Anyway, so you can actually see Alaska, Hawaii, and the contiguous US all together. I have not used this map in a video yet, even though I've had it pretty much the entire time, ever since my first video. Okay, let's get rid of these glasses. But anyway, so my mom sent me whole thing of fabrics. So these are going to be used for something. I don't know what. I'll show you here. So these are little, oh, this is a separate set. So they have on the back what they are. So this is Hoffman Batiks. And then this is Sparrow. Sparrow is actually a nice color. I don't know why I didn't know Sparrow existed. Anyway, because I was doing a thing with lots of browns, so I expected to usually know those. Anyway, she sent these to me because she's going to be making me a wedding quilt, which she's made, even though we've been married 7 years. But anyway, this is my mom. You know, she's a better late than never type of gal, and love her for that. But so I'm going to choose the colors. She's going to make me a rainbow quilt. And she's been kind of stressing about it because she's like, oh, I'm not sure if you'll like the colors. And I'm a pretty particular person, so it's probably a good idea for her to let me choose the colors. Anyway, so she sent me these samples, and I'm going to go through and choose. So I guess I could even do a video of me going through and doing that. Would you guys be interested in something like that? For one of our Thursday or Sundays? Okay. Well, that is easy for me then. And my hair is so dry. It looks so much better in my studio lighting, but I'm too lazy to go over there. So, get this nice natural lighting. Anyway, I should have had Joe Brookie up here. He's downstairs with my love. It would have been fun to show you. But yeah, so I think, okay, so 14, because I want to try, I'm trying to kind of chunk my videos, so like earlier today, well, I like to do it, it's easier for me rather than recording like a week of videos at a time, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is to record like multiple videos of the same type, so do all of my Map Monday videos for the next month, and then all of the Tingledom Tuesdays. So that's what I was more so I recorded all of my map videos except one, which is all set up and ready to go. So now I'm just trying to do my planning for kind of my next Tingledom Tuesdays, which I don't remember. I have this app on here. I don't. Anyway, I don't know. Which is either, I think I just need, oh no. No, 4, because August, and then 3 in September. So I need 4, because there's actually a 4th one in, a 4th Tingledom Tuesday in September, but that will be Viewers Appreciation, which I haven't decided what that's going to be. But it may be map related, maybe putting more things on the map, or naming things after people. I don't know. But I'm thinking, but yeah, so we'll do the Soup Maker, the Float Tank Hotel, and, oh, somebody was talking about an event planner. I was thinking that might be fun as well. We could even be, what are we, August? It's probably a bit early to be event planning for November. And I usually, even if it's a event planning for like Thanksgiving, I usually do it at Thanksgiving because then it feels relevant. But we could do like a birthday, event in Tingledom. Well, then we could have a different location. It doesn't have to be at the castle then. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so a birthday, or maybe we'll figure out a different event. but some sort of event. Because we could try one of these other locations that I have too. Because I know, well, so that's another thing that I'd like to do at some point is, because I mean, we kind of have the medium scale is really well covered. So, you know, I mean, that's what the map shows is where the streets are, where the city is, but then you can't actually see any names for like, okay, what's this forest? What are these mountains called? What's kind of this farming, hilly area called? This is a different type of forest orchard area. Everything should be, this is kind of for me. It's probably a mirror image for you. And then over here we have the desert, which is where the sand diviner is a Bacchomancer. I really want to do a palmistry video because I think showing it on a hand, like a, well, if I had a palmistry hand, but I'm not going to pay, I don't know how much it costs, but probably about 40 to 50 bucks at least, if not more. I'm not going to pay that much at this point for something I'll use for one video. But I'll print out a little palmistry thing because I feel like I'm more likely to get tingles if I feel like it's directed at a particular spot. The problem I have with doing readings, well, okay, I have two things. My first thing is the last thing that I read, which was The Little Prince, and I read it all the way through. People didn't really watch it that much, even though I absolutely love The Little Prince. It's my favoriteest book, or one of them at least. But still, people didn't watch it that much compared to my other videos that were coming out at that time. And so it kind of felt like, to me, like a little bit of a waste of my time by the end. Anyway, so that's one concern. The second concern I have is copyright. It's always something I'm aware of. And when you're just directly reading another story, it's a much bigger issue. It's not an issue if I'm using stories that are out of copyright, but it's kind of, because it has that extra consideration is usually why I kind of tend away from it. Hello, Gas Lamp. Lovely to see you here. Yeah, no, and so that's kind of why I don't do it. It's also, well, and then the other thing is I don't like to watch reading videos, so I understand why other people may not watch them as much, and so it's hard for me to feel motivated to do them when it's not something that I would like to do. It's also really tiring. I don't know why, because in most of my videos I'm talking the whole time, but for some reason, whatever I do when I'm reading is different from the way I talk, and so it's really tiring on my voice to keep reading. It's very tiring, and I don't know why it's different from doing a video, even though I'm talking the whole time in all my videos. I don't know. But yeah. So, where are you all from? Because I think all of you should be sleeping in bed. I'm surprised I actually have this many people on right now, because usually if I try and stream in the middle of my day, there's not too many people awake, so I'm surprised at all of you, especially because I know some of you are from the US and should definitely be asleep. See? Told you. Stephanie, example 1. Aurora, example 2. But that's why I release my videos when I do. I changed my time recently to a bit later Okay. Yeah, no, that's all right. Um, I don't know. I was just curious because I was like, usually if I do it this time, I usually have nobody like on, not nobody, but usually it's like somebody from New Zealand and maybe somebody from Australia, and then nobody else because everybody else is sleeping. So I was more so just curious, like how everybody's awake, and I was like, do I just have a lot of people from Europe or whatever on right now? But you're all from the U.S., which is where the majority of my viewers come from. I'm just sleeping, so we're gonna roll with that. And also, I mean, just letting you know right now, you guys are getting just this. I mean, because I'm gonna make this video private afterwards, so it's never gonna be seen by anybody again. So. Are you writing a book or what are you writing? Thesis? To Stephanie? You are special. Definitely. Very special. And you also, it's always good. Is it nonfiction or fiction? Okay, so is that what you're writing about then? That sounds really interesting. You'll have to let us know when you finish it and it gets done so we can look it up. What was I going to say? I was thinking about something. Oh, no, I was thinking to say to Rivali, I was going to say, oh no, it's always good for people to keep Zelda in my mind. I do keep it in my mind, but it's always good to get that little extra nudge. So so is that like for it to be completely completed or for like a completed first draft or and then like it'll go through the editing process or it should have all its editing process done by then? Oh, the other thing I'll do. So I don't know if I have spoken to you guys about this, but I want to do um, so in okay, that's good. So I was like, that would be a lot of work to have to get it all, kind of all your edits and that done in that amount of time as well. So that's good. But yeah, definitely keep me in the loop. Let me know when your book is ready to go. I would definitely be interested in reading it. So one of the things that I've had an idea for, I think, oh, I don't remember. I think it was like a year ago. Oh, actually, would you guys like me? I put this on my latest community post. Is that I'm going to have a super secret, well, kind of, I'm going to begin revealing more things as time goes on. For when I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something I'm really excited about. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm very excited about it. So, since we all know this is just between you and me, do you guys want to know about it? Hello, Julia Chilled Gaming. Glad to have you here. And do you want to know what's going to happen at 5,000? Okay. Remember, this is just between us. Nobody else gets to know. They have to wait until I reveal it at another time. Okay? So, hello, sweet Lily Moon. So, the ASMR collector, I don't remember what he did it. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to keep you awake. Hopefully, you can go back to sleep at some point. You know, not trying to keep you awake. But thank you. I do appreciate it. So the ASMR collector has been like with me for a really long time watching my videos. He said something in one as a comment to one of my videos, saying it made him think of a choose your own adventure thing. And I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to have a choose your own adventure ASMR video. So I've looked up since, and there are a couple other people who've done a choose your own adventure thing, but not like the real way that I think it really should be done, which is basically like, because there was someone who did one that was like a spa video, and then it was like, okay, what treatment do you want first? And then you kind of go through. But no, mine is going to be you start off with a thing, and then it's like, oh, hey, you know, well, I'm not going to keep reveal too much to you, but it would be like, hey, do you want to do this or this today? And they're kind of two completely different things, not like, oh, do you want a massage or a facial? And then you just choose the other. And then go to unlisted videos, which will then have, oh, how many levels did I decide? So you have the first video, and then one, two, 4. Yeah. So I have it. So basically, you have the first video, and then from there, you're supposed to choose, do you want to do this thing or this thing? And then within that, there's like a sub thing. And do you want to do this, or kind of go to this area, or this particular shop, or this shop, or this spa, or this spa? It kind of depends on what we end up doing. And then the last thing will be like actually going to the thing. But it will be, so it'll actually end up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's going to be 15 videos. They won't all be, I mean, my normal is to have a minimum of 15 minutes in a video, usually around 30 minutes, up to 40, 45. Whereas I'll be shooting for with each of these videos to have a 10-minute video. But so the idea should be that if you go through one adventure, it should be, okay, you know, the first to the second to the third to the fourth, the 4 different levels, then it should be about 40 minutes long. Well, you have to actually give me time to plan and get it ready as well. So it's going to take time anyway, but it's just, I will definitely release it once I hit 5,000. But it's going to take me time to plan. That's it. But it's planned for that. So I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be really fun. And it'll be like, I like it because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, because so on the bottom level, you have 8 different videos that it's actually, you know, that you basically can end up at. And that's really exciting to me, is that you can have, you know, that amount. So, no, no, no. The event planning video will be planning something else. This is going to be secret for a while yet. Remember, just between us right now, just between us. So, but yeah, I am super excited about it. I have so my, the thing I have a plan right now for when I first came up with this idea for how I could do it. And it was basically would be set in the real world. But now that and this was actually, I think this is before I officially set Tingledom Tuesdays to be. And I'm quite tempted to make it in Tingledom rather than in the real world. And then I'd have to change what I've got going on here. But it's almost, so in some ways, it's easier to do it if it's in the real world, because then everything will be very distinct, because the places that actually exist in real life are distinct, if you know what I mean. But yeah. So that's the cool thing. One other thing, which will be this, you don't get that much advance notice on, but you may have noticed, or you may not have, you may probably not have, because I just don't think it's really that obvious, is that my Saturdays have been having a bit of a theme lately as well. And so that I am, this Saturday is going to be the official start. And the only reason I didn't do it earlier was because I didn't want to have to wait even longer to do my phonetics viewers appreciation, which was today. So I'm going to be having a sales Saturday, which I'm super excited about because I love sales videos. I love home shopping networks and personal shoppers and shop assistants and everything like that, showing you all sorts of different things. So that was part of how I had the idea for, oh, we could do, yeah, one could be in that place. Well, Tingledom is technically supposed to be in the real world, but it just is magical and different from the real world. So that could be our first thing, is choosing whether you want to. But then it would be an extra level on top of what I already have, which would be too many levels. I can't do, I think 15 is a good number. Like, I think more than that would be insane. Because, well, 15, so 15 times 10 minutes, 150 minutes, which is almost, yeah, it's almost 4 hours of video if they're only 15 minutes. And if anybody knows me, and we know me, I always go longer than I mean to. Well, almost always. ASMR train ride. Ooh, I do like that. Thank you. Your name has now disappeared off of my list, but I like that idea. Different modes of, ooh, yes, different modes of transport. I like the way you're thinking. Train ride. Probably a boat ride would be good too. A cruise, Tingledom cruise. Love Angel Music Lady. There we go. Tingledom cruise. My love's coming upstairs. As I said, he doesn't know I'm actually streaming right now. Now he's finding it out. Oh, I just started streaming. Well, I've been streaming for about 50 minutes. Oh, right, okay. Do you want to give me the baby? Yeah. Thank you, my love. Guess he's sleeping. Just, oh, there he goes. It's adorable. No biting, no biting. He has, do you want to show us your claws? He has quite the claws. No, no, stop biting, stop biting. No, no biting. Let's see, there's his claws. And then let's see if we can find any scratches on my hand. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see the scratches on my hand. No, this camera's not that good. Anyway, I have some scratches on my hand because he loves to climb me. He did the cutest thing today. So on the top of so he's been a little bit hesitant about kind of climbing the lounge. They're big climbers. He's just big, big climbers. It's just adorable. Just love him so much. Oh yes, see, that's loving. It's good to lick, not to bite. Oh, baby. But so he has it like a thing about, I'm not sure if I'm like, should I put this on me or on him? Probably on him. He's too cute. So he likes to, so he'll climb the lounge, which is what we call a couch. I don't know why we call it a lounge, but anyway. So we'll climb the couch, but so we have like 2 levels, so kind of 2 levels of cushion, if that makes sense. I don't know if you've ever seen my lounge, then you might know what it's like. But so he'll kind of climb not all the way to the top of the lounge, usually. He'll just kind of like go all back and forth. Little Velcro baby. But so today did the cutest thing. So I had been feeding him, and then he was, but then I went to put some food in the microwave. So then I came up and I was behind the lounge, and then he saw me and he just like, he climbed up all the way to the top of the lounge. It's the first time I've ever seen him on the top of the lounge, and then he just jumped onto me. He's so cute. He's just so cute. And so he just like jumped onto here, and then he just goes crazy. Just like runs all around, like onto my back and up my arm and all of this, holding on for dear life with his very, very scratchy claws. He's so cute. Don't bite me. Be loving. No, you can't put your claws on my face. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. He doesn't even know he's famous, does he? Oh, he's gonna start going crazy now. Loves to bite things. So hello, James, and I'm sorry to hear about your wisdom teeth and being in pain. That sounds awful, but hopefully, okay, let's not bite him yet. I wonder if he's, because he tends to get bitey when he, okay. Well, here's little baby. Somebody wanted me to do a pet shop. Okay, we understand you like to bite. But let's not bite the notebook. He's just so cute. He's getting so big. He's actually a lot bigger than when we got him. He's also, so they are in the pouch for a long time. Okay, you're not getting that. It's not for you to play with. Oh yeah, you're just gonna follow it around, aren't you? He loves to go in my arms. He's not super active right now. If he was really active, he would just be tearing all over the place. But he's adapted a lot to being awake during the day because they are nocturnal in the wild, but he spends a lot more. This is a lot more. He's been very awake today, which is good. But yeah, so sales Saturday is coming this Saturday. So I'm super excited about that. I'll try and do an official announcement for it. So I haven't heard back. I heard back from this one place, and then they said, try this other place to ask them. So then I sent them an email, and they said they needed to check with somebody else. So they're going to get back to me, but I haven't heard back from them. See if I can get him to get his tail wrapped. You can see he just has this. He loves being in his pouch. I do want to do a video if he's ever sleeping again during the day. He has been sleeping a lot during the day, but if you're ever sleeping when I could be recording, I want to do a little kind of brushing video. You can see he's just standing on my hand. But he's amazing. But yeah, no, somebody requested a little while to do a pet shop, and well, before we got him, I was just gonna try and do. My sister and mother-in-law have 5 cats and 2 dogs, so I was just gonna be like, hey, maybe I can go and try and sell you their animals or whatever. Although one of them is the dog is a bit, the old dog is a bit crazy. The young puppy is actually a little bit more chilled out. But, yeah. No, that's like, Astrid is the older dog. She, I don't think, would work at all. I'm trying to think what's Atreyu. Atreyu is their younger dog. It may work to do it with him. It would definitely work with the cats if they don't run away from me. I think a couple of the cats would tolerate me enough to let me do something anyway. But so we could at least do a dog or a cat or a possum. I think I know what my choice would be. Would be this cute little guy. But I should probably just record him as a little baby possum. Oh, maybe I could do that. Record him now. And then could record him when he's older. So we could do it as like would you like a younger or an older one? Even though I don't think you'd want to buy an older possum. Because you want them to bond to you when they're young. Well, they need to be hand-reared anyway. If they're hand-reared, it may be okay. Which any of our Tingledom pets would, of course, be hand-reared. But I don't want, anyway. But I don't want to do the cats and dogs because that wouldn't be my Tingledom pets. Tingledom pets should be like some really crazy cool pets. but not really Australian pets because they're not in Australia, so they don't really need exotic pets. They should have local Tingledom fauna pets. I really want to get, the other thing I want to get is, so it probably won't be a Tingledom pet shop, it'll probably just be a pet shop. The other thing I want to get is a Dunnart. I think I talked about this. Yeah, anyway, I think I did talk about this. They're like little mice-sized marsupials, but they are so cute. Because they have the same sort of like snout like this. They're carnivorous. No. They're carnivorous though, so. Yeah, I can understand that. So it could be good to have an ASMR pet shop, so then you can, see all the animals and know that they are taken care of in lovely homes already behind the scenes. But you could, imagine buying them. Now I really want to. Well, so we want to get. I mean, obviously I talked about a quoll a while ago, and we still want to get a quoll. It's just going to be probably in a few years is when we'll look at getting one. But we might get a Dunnart sooner. I'm thinking in the next year or so we might get a Dunnart. Because they're really cool. It's interesting I learned about these guys this week is they are really bad on Kangaroo Island. Their numbers are really explosive. And they are eating the eggs of glossy black cockatoos, so they've kind of endangered the population down on Kangaroo Island. What are you chewing? Just chewing the quilt? Nope. No, stop biting my hand. You need a stick, don't you? You need to get him a gum stick, because they can chew on sticks as well. He actually loves, I told you he loves bottle brush, but he loved I got him a bottle brush stick. He did like that too. Don't bite my hand. No, no, it's not for biting. Not for biting. No, you don't get to reach for it and then bite it. That's not how it works. I should get you a stick because you were just biting everything, aren't you? Anyway, I may have to go and get this little guy something to chew on because he's very bitey right now. Seems like he wants something to occupy his teeth, so probably go grab a branch from across the street. But yeah, remember all of our secrets between not you, you and me. So you can't reveal any of the secrets. You can about Sales Saturday because that's not really a secret. But the 5,000 subscribers secret is a secret. So, shh. Say goodbye, Joe Brookie. Say goodbye. He says goodbye with a bite. Okay, goodbye. Thank you all for chatting with me. I've had so much fun. And you guys remind me why I love live streaming and I should do it more. And just do it even if it's 3 a.m. there because you all apparently don't like to sleep. So, I'll just do it anyway. Okay, goodbye.